Okay, hello everybody. Rolly Bosch from LPCI Innovations, Interlens here. And a few days back, I promised a few people in the last video's comments that I would make a video specifically hands-on on how to leverage Claude's new recent search tool features. So I tried to do this honestly off the cuff, and frankly, I'm too tangential. So what I did today is I prepared three different scenarios. One in which I didn't use the feature at all, which is how Claude would have been before by default. Another one in which I use the feature, and then another one in which I use the feature in a very specific way. So before we get started, let me get to it. So what is the recent search tool feature? So it's a feature where basically you could have Claude use a sort of RAG, Retrieval Augmented Generation, to look through your recent conversations, or through all your conversations really, up to 20 at a time, to get context for your prompt or for your current session. And it's been a game changer for me. I spoke about this, so I'll have the video somewhere in a pop-up here, and then I'll also have the video in the description if you want to see it, and at the end screen. So yeah, I talk more in detail about how I leverage it, and in this episode we're just going to use it. It's just a quick video using it, but it's been a game changer because now you don't have to introduce the context every time to Claude, right? So that's number one. Now every session could have already context embedded in, or you could embed it when necessary. And number two is that not only could you use that context for retrieval, you could actually use the LLM's capabilities, so Claude, to analyze that context and to synthesize it in a way that's beneficial to you. So let me go ahead and switch to my screen. And we'll be, So let me go ahead and switch to Claude now, and let's talk about this. Okay, so we're now in Claude. Again, I'm my first time doing this, so the face is not perfect. Just bear with me. Okay, this is about the substance and not about the surface. So let me go to Claude, and we're gonna go to our recent chats here. There we go. And okay, so this is going to be the first example that I'm going to have is just an example where we don't leverage the technology, and that's how Claude would have been prior. Okay, and that way you could see, how the baseline of using AI. Okay, and then I'm going to show you with the technology leveraged, with the new tool leveraged, and then I'm going to show you how you could further leverage that tool. So the first prompt I put, this is not a prompt engineering video, so forgive me, the prompt could be better. What are the top AI trends and discussion topics in social media today? And it just did a very generic search. As you could see, it didn't go through the chat, just like a blank search starting anew with no context. And it went through the search, and I'm gonna let you read through here. So very basic, very one-dimensional, generic. I mean, it might help you, but it might not, right? I don't really know what to say because it's not really how I use AI. So let's go into the custom insights now. So this prompt is going to be exactly the same. Okay, so what are the top AI trends and discussion topics in social media today that are most relevant to me based on our conversations? And as you can see here, okay, the first thought process that it's going to give you is the user is asking about top AI trends in social media today that are relevant to them based on our conversations. This requires two things. First, I need to check our past conversations to understand what topics would be relevant to them, then search for current AI trends. So as you can see here, it went through 5 chats that are interesting, and then based off of those chats, it gave me specific trends relevant to me. Okay, so we're talking about release and unhobbling philosophy. So right, and how it relates to my videos about language and consciousness, AI model warfare and conversation ending capabilities. Actually, this is something I thought about making a video. So the fact that it brought this up is actually, it shows that a pretty good level of alignment, right? This is a goldmine for your philosophical AI content. Of course it is. Of course it is. So you might be seeing some of this soon. Transparency and AI prompting. So as you could see, what we got here is already a lot more personalized and a lot more viable for me to use than if I just used the regular, previous mechanism when we didn't have the tool available. And then even off of that, it gave me some content ideas that I could use. But I'm going to show you something even better. We're going to go to chats. There we go. So this, like I said, there's 3 ways that you could do this, right? There's no context, which was the first example. Then the second example is just retrieval, right? We're just retrieving the context. And in this third example, we're both retrieving and we're asking the AI to synthesize the information. So this is my favorite part about this all, okay? So on this one, we put based on our last 20 conversations of at least 5 message exchanges. So if you know some SQL or some kind of databases, just think of it as like, prompting it to search through a database. Provide some information about how I think that will be interesting for my YouTube audience. The output will be displayed as this, so ensure all displayed information is not revealing any personal information or strategic observations / decisions made. So here, as you can see, we're splitting the prompt into 2 parts, right? Like we're splitting the part first, retrieve all of this, right? And then synthesize this information, right, into something that gives insights about me. And then actually it's a third part, because then you have to synthesize it in a way that it's not going to reveal stuff that I wouldn't want you to see, right? So it's not revealing any private information, etc., etc. So we're not just leveraging the retrieval, we're leveraging the Claude's capabilities, right, to the fullest. So we're not just retrieving, we're using technology in a new and innovative way, which is really what this is all about. And based off of that, okay, you're gonna see, okay, so this was just an example that I gave you, right? You could use this for yourself to really get to know insights about your own AI usage, which is interesting, or about the, how you talk about things. Maybe you get insights about just yourself as a person that you find useful, right? So some things that it detected about me based on all our conversations. You're gonna see relevant chats, and it went through 20 different conversations. Okay, so we're gonna close. We're gonna see the metacognitive loop master. This one, sometimes I don't really trust statistics. So we're gonna ignore this one. But the system architect brain, okay, everything you tell patterns, systems, attractors, frameworks, the theory execution pendulum. So the reason why I actually has these stats is because when the feature first came out, I actually had it go through a whole overview of all the chats, one by one. And it actually, because it only does 20 chat searches at a time, it actually took its time doing a bunch of different searches. It took a few minutes, and then it gave me this whole comprehensive document. So that's where it takes these stats from, because I actually asked it back in its day to look at the stats. So now it's looking at those conversations, it's seeing, the stats come up in the conversation, and it could bring them up again. So that's really cool, right? So if you're working with documents, if you're working with context for your company, I mean, the possibilities are endless. I use it pretty much every time now. So the theory execution pendulum, you have a fascinating pattern of diving deep into theoretical explorations, then pivoting. That's one of my flaws. Let's be honest. So I love this. You love map making, but resist territory walking. Well, we're here on YouTube walking the territories, right? Evolution from mystic to mechanic. I mean, if you guys watch my videos, you know that, some of my earlier videos are a little bit more symbolic, right? And now I'm working on, on actual, say, engineering, right? So it notices the shit. So you could use this. I mean, you could really use this to analyze your own patterns, analyze shifts in your patterns, right? Analyze how you talk about things, retrieve past documents, retrieve past conversations. I mean, I'm sure there might be other conversations. Social media content planning. So let me just open this one up so you can see it, because it's not a gimmick. It's something that I use every single time. If it was a gimmick, I wouldn't be making videos. I hate when people do that. So let me... Okay, Claude. Okay, so I did this kind of... you see, so this is a spoken prompt. Okay, Claude, I'm going to need you to pull from the last 20 conversations all the context necessary from this message, okay? So I was preparing my Twitter tweets. I hate tweeting, so I set up buffer. But as you can see, relevant chats. It's pretty good at discerning what content. I mean, I'm sure there's, you could tell it, do it a second prompt to get even more context, but it's been working this far pretty well for me, right? So I definitely encourage you to use it. Claude has been doing an amazing job. And I mean, if you're not using Claude at this point, I don't know what you're doing. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you found it useful. If you did, do consider liking the video. Do consider subscribing. If you didn't, let me know why you didn't, so that I could, ensure that they're useful. This is my first time making a video here on my computer screen. So if people like it, I'm happy to make more. I know I'm not, I'm kind of off the cuff when I'm speaking. So. But naturality is in nowadays, so let's keep it going. So yeah, if you enjoy this stuff, I do have my links below. I actually just renamed the Twitter from LPCI_AI to @/RollyBosch. So if you want to help me out with the Twitter a little bit, I tweet some decent stuff sometimes. There, so you could see I do use buffers, so I do automate some of it. Full disclosure, but they're good stuff. They're good stuff. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Check out the other links below. AI Ching linguistic print reading mechanism that basically pretty cool stuff. It reads your linguistic print kind of like we did here, but more intricately, and gives you an etching crystallized pattern in the form of an etching hexagram for you to extract and get some insights from. So pretty good stuff. So I hope you enjoyed the video. And yeah, have a great day. I'll be posting something else soon. Thank you so much for the great reception for the last video, and I hope this one is useful for those who wanted a hands-on video. Thank you so much. Have a great day.